Welcome to the studio. We're talking about you raising your child. It's about children's health, but it's as much about you as it is about your boy or girl. You'll get our best information and advice on all of the nuts and bolts issues that are important to handling the challenges of parenting. We'll teach you about allergies, infections, safety, nutrition, and the many things that you can do to help keep your child healthy. But this book is more than a problem solution guide. We're going to teach you how to become a smart parent. Now, what does that mean? We're going to ask you to join the game of pretend as you assume a metaphorical role as a river guide. See, the way we think about child development and smart parenting is to imagine a child's journey through life as a boat ride down a long and often unpredictable river. You, as the guide, help control the direction and the speed, while your youngster sits back and takes in everything around him, including watching you, so that he can eventually learn to paddle or steer on his own. This analogy, we hope, will help you understand parenting on several levels that I want to walk you through. Now, consider the boat as your child's genetics, and the river represents the environment in which your child lives. Your paddle really serves as your own behaviors, your actions, your words. Your ultimate goal as the guide is to teach your passenger, your child, enough about the river so that she can start to take the helm. Now, in the first 3 chapters, as well as throughout the book, we're going to concentrate on this whole notion of creating the optimal environment for raising your child and the things that you can do to maximize your child's potential and happiness. It may seem as if we're dabbling in psychology, but what we're really teaching you is neurology. That is the science of how the brain best learns and develops. This development relies on the stimuli in your environment that you provide and the healthy habits that you can instill from your heart and from the start. Now, in the middle chapters, we're going to move into the more hardcore health and medical concerns that parents have. What do you need to do if you're in trouble, for example, with breastfeeding? Why is your child a picky eater? How do you treat allergies? What do you do if your child is sick? And what's that bright rash on your child's rear end anyway? As doctors and as parents, we know that it's hard to keep the big picture in mind when day-to-day tribulations and health anxieties keep demanding your focus. So our book takes you through the most prevalent childhood health issues and tells you how to diagnose, treat, and prevent them. Now, we have dedicated a chapter to provide practical guidance on some decisions and actions you'll have to make and take, such as picking a pediatrician, finding a daycare program, and child-proofing your home, as well as installing car seats. Remember that 80% of these seats are installed incorrectly, so all of this is vital info, even when you don't think it is. Now, we have another signature You Tools section here, where we're going to show you kid-friendly ways to keep your offspring in shape, and we'll share simple, great-tasting recipes that your whole family will enjoy. And we'll summarize the various points of view about the hotly debated topic of vaccines. First-time parents will also find our You Tools very helpful for newborns. And there we're going to offer lots of information on diapering and feeding and sleeping and bathing and all the things, the mysteries of caring for an infant. Our You Plan gives an overview of critical developmental milestones that you can expect. But we don't want you to obsess over these, please. We're also going to offer some tips and tricks that will make the various stages from birth to age 5 a little bit easier. Think of it as a pocket version of our detailed map. It's a good tool for you for a quick glance when you're in a hurry or need a refresher. Now, if we all do it together, a lot of us can pull those oars together and change our communities for the better. But it all starts with passing on the baton to the next generation, because the kids of the future, and they always have been, and they always will be. Thanks for listening.